It's actually funny. I was about to record like a more technical video, a video about like market research, but I feel like a lot of people need a little mindset talk, and I actually want to tell you that you're probably seeing this, and there's a reason that this video showed up on your feed and you're watching it now. I do believe that you're gonna see this before you have like your winning season, your big breakthrough. Okay, and look, whether you believe in God or not, it's all in the mind, right? So if you truly believe that because you saw this video, you're gonna now recently see success. If you truly believe it, it's actually gonna happen. Like, again, religion or belief in a higher power, take that even out the equation, and just a simple fact that in your head, if you believe it, it's going to happen. So try to actually genuinely believe that shit's gonna come your way. And this goes into the thing I want to talk about. It's because I've struggled with this recently, and I've seen a lot of people even DM me talking about their life struggles and their mental struggles about moving forward, the hardships about entrepreneurship, and how hard it is. And I'm one to say that I know how you feel. And especially when you feel alone, when you're surrounded by a majority of people that don't have the same vision as you, don't agree with the lifestyle you want to live or the things that you want to do, the risks that you want to take, it could truly feel so lonely. And when you feel lonely, especially like we're human beings, it's completely normal. When you feel lonely, you'll feel a bit down because we're more of a sociable creature. And when we kind of feel left out of the pack, I guess, it tends to feel not good, I guess. And especially when your surroundings kind of are not forcing you in some occasions, yes, forcing you, but pushing you into one direction, but you want to go the other direction. And then because you have no one on your side, no one on your direction, you tend to have the doubt. The doubt starts to creep in. Is this going to work? Is this a mistake? The limiting beliefs of, I see so many people, especially now Q4, everyone's flexing their wins, either fake or real, maybe to sell a course or just to flex, whatever it may be. You have to understand that for people like us, it could be very intimidating, and they look at it and it's just like, wow, that's a lot of money. And I caught myself, because I'm really trying to make this business work. I've stopped spending on a lot of things that I usually spent. I was never a man that was scared to spend. Again, I've covered this. I've never spent stupidly, but I was also never scared to spend. If I had to spend, money on something, I would spend it. I wouldn't go buy designer clothes, but like if I had to go out to eat to a restaurant, I'd spend whatever the bill ends up being. I obviously don't purposely go choose the most expensive one, but or maybe I play soccer, right? And the season costs a few $100s. Like, okay, it costs a few $100, just spend it. But now I find myself, because I'm trying to allocate all my money into the business, I tend to catch myself being like, oh, fuck, like that money could be going into my business. And I'm being very, very cautious of how I spend my money. And then it even comes to a certain degree where, I used to see expensive things, like an expensive car, maybe that costs like $200,000, $300,000. I would look at that and be like, yeah, okay, that's cool. I'm gonna be able to buy that. But now, living so frugal, I guess the word is, I look at these cars and sometimes it's like, oh fuck, $200,000 like for a car? That's kind of a lot of money. Am I gonna be able to like afford that with what I do, and also afford it, but also still live comfortably? Like, doubt and fear has crept in my head for a while lately, and there's no other way to help you besides that. I can only give you the reassurance that you're not the only one. For me, my comfort is Jesus and my belief in him. Whenever I feel bad like that, I just tend towards him because he helps me out a lot. But maybe you're not religious. Maybe you don't believe in that. If you don't, I suggest you do. But you have to really understand, though, that you're not the only one. And I always like to believe that when you're at your lowest, or when there's always like super dark times, you have to actually understand that, like, you just have to get through this, right? Because the sun's gonna come out after a dark, the saying, like, dark before dawn. Like, after the harshest times usually comes the best times. And it's just like you have to pull through it, right? It's just like when you're working out at the gym, or maybe you're going for a run or cardio, and let's say like you tell yourself, okay, I'm gonna run for an hour, and it's like the 50-minute mark, and you're dead. You're fucking absolutely dead. But it's like 10 more minutes. This is and the last 10 minutes are the worst. The last 10 minutes are the worst part. But guess what? You go through those 10 minutes and you're done, and it's like the best feeling. Like you finished, and you can relax. Take a breather, and a goal is accomplished. The darkest time is the last 10 minutes, but the dawn is when it's completed. And to be honest, I've taken a lot of risks in my life. I've overcome a lot of adversity. The lifestyle that I currently live, even right now, so many people in my circle disagree with. I've had to overcome a lot of voices telling me no, telling me this, telling me that. And it took a lot of courage, and it took a lot of time even to overcome that. And to just say, fuck off. This is my life. I believe that, I know what's best for me. You probably want what's best for me, but you don't know what's best for me. And I know what's best for me because it's me. And to really just understand that at the end of the day, like, to not take life that seriously. Like, we're, the saying, we're all not going to get out of this alive. Like, it's just like, if you really expand your mind and look at the grand scheme of things, we all end up in the same place. Rich, poor, fat, skinny, we all end up in the same place. That may help you relieve some stress off of you, but at the end of the day, though, I agree, you want to become the best version you could possibly be, and that's both with fitness and finance. But again, truly understanding that if you genuinely just try and wake up, like, you see, that's what keeps me going a lot in my head. I tell myself that, you know what, Julian, like, first of all, whenever I get stressed and get doubt in my head, it's because usually I look at a small timeline. When I look at a bigger timeline, I realize that, holy fuck, like, I've only been in this game for a year. I've improved so much within the year. I've improved so much in the last 2-3 years. Like, why am I stressing? Like, I'm actually on a uptrend, in the grand scheme of things. I'm stressing about a little fluctuate down, but I'm on a uptrend in the grand scheme of things. Usually I find that that's one thing I stress about. And two, it's really just the idea is that I actually genuinely wake up every day and try my best. And I always tell myself, like, Julian, you can do better. You can do better. But that's just like a way to push, right? But I generally just wake up and try every day. And I do believe that with anyone, you can have the lowest IQ possible. You could be the fucking stupidest fuck on the internet. If you genuinely stick to one thing and try your best every day, you're going to make it. This fucking psyop, this brain dead bullshit that a lot of people push on the internet, that all this is to get rich quick. It's all bullshit. Okay? It's all bullshit. Being an entrepreneur, the lifestyle is completely different from the average Joe Blow. We can agree with that. But there's no such thing as this get rich quick, okay? You have to understand that maybe you find a product, right? You find a product, you test the product, and you start getting sales the first day. And then it all, one thing led to another, and you made 10K in your first month. And then you start scaling, maybe 100K, 200K, whatever, and it starts scaling. And other people look at that and they'll be like, wow, you get rich. Fuck. That guy got rich quick. Like, he generated like 500K in half a year. But people don't understand, or people ignore the fact that motherfucker, you tested hundreds of products before. Probably it took him over a year and a half, 2 years to find that product. And maybe within the first year or two, he had doubt, or maybe he drifted on to another market or another business even, or tried this, tried that. But everything was not a waste. Everything was perfectly put and planned for you to end up and leading to this product, to this brand that you ended up building. But everyone just sees like when that one winner hit, people look at the timeline from when you first started testing. Oh shit, the guy made 200K in a month. Bound to be like you can make 200K in a month. Yeah, but what about all the other months testing prior? And even people that show off their results, they hide that. They just say like, yo, like they probably don't even have an internet presence. And then all of a sudden, they've been grinding behind the scenes for maybe a year. And then all of a sudden, they hit a winner. And then they start posting. And everyone sees like, oh, bro, this guy just probably tried his first time or one of his first times. No, like, it's all bullshit. And that's why, like, I understand I don't have a big following. And that's because of, like, I don't sell a dream. And I'm okay with that. I like spreading more truth. I feel better. But, that's why I'm here. I'm literally here, like, documenting my shit every day. Like, it's the same. Like, it's me with this fucking microphone on this fucking desk. Maybe I go on a few trips here and there. But, like, usually it's this fucking microphone with my fucking phone and this desk and this fucking Lions picture. And it's the same shit every day. I'm here every day, trying to make it work. No bullshit, no BS. It's all documented daily. It takes time and it takes a lot of adversity. But you have to understand that you have to believe. Because I have to put the word believe because it's not a fact, because it's not into reality yet. But you have to kind of believe it's a fact already. You are going to make it. It's inevitable. You are going to make it. And you want to know why? It's because you're never going to give up. So when you put it into that equation, it's not even a belief anymore. It's just true. I will never give up. Therefore, I will make it eventually. I do not know when the timeline, only God knows that. I don't know when I'm going to hit it. I don't know when everything's going to play. I don't know how, I don't know the future. I can't predict it. But all I do know is that the desire, the vision, the dream that I have constantly running in my head every fucking day is going to play out. Because guess what? I work at it every single day and not give up. I will never give up. That's it. That's all. The only factor for you to decide if you make it or not is if you give up. That's the only thing. The only way you do not finish the game is if you quit the game. It's as simple as that. And I get it. Sometimes our head, we tend to overcomplicate it, but it's so straightforward. And it's boring. And that's why we, with our brainwashed fucking mind, with our Gen Z 2024 TikTok brain rot, I don't know how many other ways I can explain it. But because it's so long and boring, we get impatient and we get like distracted. Maybe like, this is a better way to get rich. No, this is no. This is the path that you need to take. And all you got to do is just stick to it. Stick to it. No matter how long, no matter how boring it is, but you're going to make it. And for those who've been following me, I've mentioned in a handful of my videos that I feel it coming. I feel it coming. And even though like maybe I might tell myself in the next 2 months, I feel something coming. Maybe something doesn't happen. Okay, it doesn't matter. In the next 4 months, something's gonna happen. I feel it because I genuinely do. And the more I keep doing that, the more I keep believing that something's gonna come soon. It's gonna, because it takes time for your thought to come into a reality. But if I'm just persistent enough, and I never give up on that belief, it's going to come. And trust me, I've been at lows of lows. I've been in such low fucking situations. And if you believe in God, you have to understand that God's timing is perfect. For us, it may seem like, bro, God, why did it have to be last minute? Like, why is it always last? But you have to understand, for him, time, it doesn't exist. It's precision. It happens when it's supposed to happen specifically. It could be the last minute, last second. It doesn't matter. It's perfect. God's timing is never late. It's perfect. So for us, it may seem pretty fucking late. It may be like, oh, but when is it coming? It would be perfect for me to see results now, right? Now or in the next few months. You don't know that. And maybe it will. Just last minute. I don't know. We can't predict the future. All we can do is focus on the inputs, and the rest will just follow through. Focus on sowing. You will for sure reap. As a farmer sows seeds, eventually, as time passes on, he will reap what he sows. But just focus on the sowing. Do your part. Plant the seeds. God will bring the water. God will bring the sun. God has made the dirt. God has created photosynthesis. And will make the seed grow into a beautiful plant. And you will finally reap it when the time is perfect. And just like I always tell myself that I feel it coming. I feel it for you coming as well. And I've mentioned before that because the community that I've been building, you watching this video, you are a direct attachment to me. My people that follow me, they resonate with me. Therefore, they have similar traits as me. Therefore, they have similar characteristics. Maybe they're in the same similar positions. So we're all the same in some type of way. And if I feel my success coming within the next few months, that directly correlates to your success coming. Because I'm not a gatekeeper. First of all, that's one thing. I ain't a gatekeeper. When I find success, all the lessons I learn will all be given. That's the whole point of this fucking channel. I have so many people saying, bro, you give too much. You give too much. You give too much too early. Like, why don't you wait a bit? Give yourself the advantage. If you give people's information, if you give all the good saucy information when you first learn it, you don't give yourself an advantage. You know, at the end of the day, it's a competition world, bro. That's such a frugal mindset. I always had an abundance mindset, bro. I have like 7,000 followers. I get like a few hundred views per video, and then out of the few hundred views, who the fuck is like actually listening to the end? Who's actually like absorbing the information? You know, so like the percentage is so small. Like I'm probably generally just talking to like 5 people who are actually paying attention right now, right? And if I give like very valuable information, I'm only helping genuinely 5 people. And for me, that makes me happy. And I don't see it as competition. I wish more people would listen. I wish everyone would listen. That's not me to control, right? I don't like this idea of being scared. Like, I have an abundance mindset because I do believe living in Jesus' way, meaning you live in abundance. So that means even for money, there are huge markets with billions and billions of dollars that there's so much abundance that I can just tap into a little percentage of it and I'm financially free. You get it? I love to think with an abundance mindset. And that's why I've been so down lately, because it's been hard to actually live abundantly when I guess, I don't even want to say it, but you know what I mean. I don't even want to say it. So that's why I've been torn, but it's just pursuing in the mind that this is I live abundantly. It's mine in time. Time for us is so, this video is really long, but I just want to end it off by saying you have to understand the time, it's a weird construct, okay? And for us humans, time is like, it's time, right? But if you look at like the big scheme of things, like in the universe or God's perspective, like time is nothing, okay? And like timelines, like future, past, it's all one. So technically, you making it, you with all the dream and the man or woman that you vision to be, is already in reality in some part of the timeline. It's already there. Your name is on it. That's why they say in the Bible, Mark 11:24, whatever you believe, whatever you ask for in prayer, believe that it's already yours and that you already received it and it shall be yours. Because in time, it's already happened. There is a version of you, there's a version of Julian who already has everything. Who has the business generating millions, who has the hundreds of thousands or maybe millions of people following him, who has, a healthy family, who has a healthy circle, a team behind them, they're all financially free, living abundantly. It's there in life. It's already there. This Julian right now, me in this timeline, in this part of time, I just have to work at it and go get it, grasp it, because it's mine. It has my name on it. Anyways, I hope that something stuck with you in your head, because, again, you're seeing this for a reason. You're about to fucking glow up. Believe that, and it will happen. You're about to enter your winning season. If you haven't already, joined a community that's filled with likely-minded people like me. Like, again, everyone in my community is like has similar characteristics to me, I think you need that. Having community is super, super fucking important. Check the link below. Check my Discord. Join the Discord. Trust me, you won't regret it. And once you join, I'll fucking see you at the top.